Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the Indian guava in the heart of winter, or close to the heart, in July. And I wanted to share the progress in its 10th year. This is year 10 for this Indian white guava here in warm temperate Melbourne. Some of you have asked me questions about guava in Melbourne. This is true guava, by the way, not feijoa or strawberry guava, but the Indian, Thai, and Mexican varieties in that category. So you're gonna have issues the first couple of years with true guava in the cooler climate here in Victoria. But guys, after year 3 it gets easy with most of these subtropical fruit trees, including the guava. It's so laden with fruit, I've had to anchor it, right, because that side there is being pulled down by the amount of fruit we're getting. It's hard to see them because they're all green, but trust me, there's like 100 fruit on here, at least 100. Right? So now in July is when they start to fall. There's one that fell today. As soon as I touched it, it just fell into my hands. So no problem growing here in our climate. Zone 9B. In the ground. This is in ground, by the way, not in a pot. And it's growing right next to this banana here and this atemoya custard apple, which I'm gonna highlight soon. Hi guys, you can see my suntanned face because I've been in the tropics for almost the entire period of winter, and coming back here to Melbourne to check on Fruitopia, and yeah, I don't look anything like where I am. It's very cold and cloudy, but we still have the beauty of a tropical fruit garden all around us, regardless of how it feels and so on. And up there you go, look. Doesn't look too cold, but trust me, it is. So I'm going to show you some of the other guavas as well, so I'll get all of them into one video rather than doing specific videos, which some of you prefer. But I prefer the longer videos, guys, to cover everything rather than just one tree. So they begin falling in July, the fruit, right throughout August and up till the end of winter, which is the end of August. Okay, so next we have the Mexican cream guava, which is also a true guava. I've had this in the ground now for 2 years, and It has roughly the same cold tolerance as the Indian, but it's still young. It's only like 4 years old. This is the 4th year. It's trying to set fruit, but it's struggling, right? I think they're happy when they get to the 5th year. There's some flower buds there, which are on hold until the end of winter. They've been on there since autumn. A couple of them managed to set fruit, but again, it's very cold for them to do their thing, and the tree is also very young. So it doesn't look like we're gonna get anything from Mexican guava in year 4. But I'm pretty confident beginning next year we'll get to try some Mexican cream guava. And then we have the new ones I planted. Only about 7-8 months ago. So this is what they look like in their first year in the ground. This is the Aman guava. That's 2 years old, and it doesn't seem to have any flowers or fruit yet, but it's giving us that winter look, which is purple leaves, which means it's cold. Next we have the similar looking newcomer, also 2 years old, only 6 or 7 months in the ground, and this one has set fruit. This one is the Starling's White, and here's the fruit. There's a nice big fat one there, and a couple of young ones, and a few more flowers, right? So there's a lot of activity for a young juvenile tree. So just let it do its thing rather than tamper with it. Seems very happy. And that's guava number 4. And whilst we're here, I want to quickly show you the non-true guava, the so-called lemon guava or Catholic guava, that's now coming close to its 10th year. How it's shot up to close to, I would say, 2.5 to 3 meters in height, right? It's doing what it's never done before. There are more fruit coming in the middle of winter. I've never seen that happen before in its 9 years. It's loaded all over. Doesn't usually fruit in winter, only in autumn. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. This is the second set of fruit after its main crop in late April, early May. May is the main month, and I can see a lot more coming. Not as many. That one's rotten. Not as many as autumn, but it's nice to see a second crop for the very first time on the yellow cherry guava, they call it in Australia, right? Yeah. It's actually pretty good. Okay, let's see the other guavas. I've got a few of them here. This one here is apparently the sweetest of guavas. It's called the, hang on, white alabad, and it's only in its second year. Seems to be holding well with the cold. Still have it in the pot. Don't know where I'm gonna put it. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. It's got a bit of cold damage, but not much. It's fine. And then around there we have another one. It's a Thai guava, and this one suffered a lot last winter. It died right back to the bottom. I thought it was a goner, but in summer it came back. This guy here, that's a Thai guava. So this one is the most cold sensitive one that I have. Right? It came back, as you can see, from there, from the side, because that died. That was the main trunk. So yeah, I want these to get hardy. That's why I'm leaving them out in the cold, so they can harden up and not be sooks. So that's number 5 and number 6, guava. And the other thing, guys, is we've had the mildest winter for around a decade. It's pretty mild. Okay, this is the final guava. That is 10 years old. It's around the same age as the first one I showed you, the white Indian. And as you can see, it's a whopper. Let's get close to the trunk here. Right? I can't even put my hand around it. So we're looking at about 4 inches diameter around the trunk in 10 years. Nice smooth bark. And this is the pink guava, the so-called Hawaiian Supreme from, well, I take it from Hawaii with that kind of name. And this is loaded every year. It's got over 100 fruit. These are sour, more sour than all the rest I showed you. But come spring, they sweeten up. But the problem is, by that time, the parrots have already had half of them are gone, because it needs to be netted, and I don't net it until the end of the season, which is the end of winter. The first ones come in August, and it keeps coming till the end of September, so well into spring. Yeah, that's around 4 to 4.5 meters now. The pink guava, or Hawaiian Supreme. They're still very young. So another month, about another 6 weeks before the first ones are ready. Somewhere middle to late August. There's another view of it there on the other side. And those guys that you're hearing, those parrots, They're the problem come September. Yep. Yeah, damn. They're on the ice cream bean tree. They're like air rats. Aerial rats. So anyway, they're my guavas, guys, in the middle of winter here in Melbourne, Australia at Fruitopia. So that's an update for anyone who's thinking about growing guava in a cooler climate. Well, as you can see, the whole thing's leaning. I'm gonna have to thin out some of these fruit, right? There's at least 300, at least 300 pink guavas coming, but that'll be reduced to 200. I'm gonna thin, especially on this side here. It's the tree is like leaning over a little bit, but as the fruit gets bigger and heavier, that trunk there, it's gonna be like that. So I don't want to lose the tree. I've already put bungee cords there from last year. See that bungee cord? It's gonna need a little bit more help than that. All right, guys, and also it's a very attractive tree, very attractive. But I'm gonna give it a little trim on this side here to level it. So they're the 7 true guavas that I have here that are all doing fine, as you saw. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please put a like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you from the next video, guys. Bye bye now.